Sitting down in the chair with my boy Jake Crates. Got an interview today. You know it's gonna go great. Pops thought he was gonna have to cut his hair, so damn, maybe I'm gonna have to get up out this chair. I'm out here sitting for the camera doing this interview. Motherfucker, I don't know, I just been in the news. Last week, a month ago, maybe a month from now too. I don't know, shit. It's just the song's a little blue.
Yeah.
Motherfucker,
It's all good, dude.
I appreciate you.
It's all good, man.
Yeah. I'm really about to take the rush route. Love when she told me sit the fuck down. I'm still uncertain about how I
Just kind of introduce yourself, bro. Tell me a little about where you're from, who you are, all that.
My artist name is Ruggo. I'm a young rapper from the San Fernando Valley, Silmar, San Fernando, Mission Hills, all over the place. I don't really know too much about where I'm really from no more because I'm just all over the place, I think. I've moved everywhere. But, yeah, I've been doing this for about, it's been a long time. I would say probably about 8 years. But, you know, professionally maybe about 5. And, just trying to keep going as much as I can and shit.
That's dope, man. So, I mean, I caught on to your music through your dad, he cuts hair. He does a great job cutting hair, you know.
Sir.
And he spoke so highly about your music, and then, like, when I listened to it, I was like, yo, this almost has, like, an East Coast vibe to it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like, it's, like, real lyrical, like, in some way, I don't want to say like boom bap, you know what I mean? Because there's some negative connotations with like boom bap rap these days.
I get you.
But
that's crazy. I've never really had gotten too much of that like East Coast vibes. That's what's up.
Yeah.
I fuck with that.
Who are some of your influences as far as rappers and like what you listen to coming up?
Shit, man. If we're talking about like growing up and just like influencing the sound that I've created in the past couple of years, I would say probably like, I don't know, I listen to a lot of Nipsey Hussle still. I think it's just very motivating, like that seize the day type music. It helps. It's very good for the mind. But I think for like artsy shit, I listen to a lot of different artists. I like Isaiah Rashad, Vince Staples is cool. I fuck with like West Side Boogie, J. Cole, all that kind of, you know?
Yeah.
But it's always like switching up because, you know,
you go through phases.
When you're digging through the crates so much, you just, you know, you got a bunch of different artists that you fuck with, so.
That's dope, man.
Yeah.
So one thing that I really liked about your music was, and just I guess your movement as a whole, is just how honest you are about your ups and your downs, your wins, your losses.
Yeah.
And maybe you get that a little from Nipsey, you know what I mean? Maybe, I don't know, but tell me about that and how you're able to be so candid with your fans.
I mean, at the end of the day, like what's been told to me a good amount is that like the transparency is very appreciated, especially when, like from both sides, because as you're small and growing, like the transparency is never going to change between you and your fans, so they'll be able to see you from bottom to top. Like,
yeah,
there's no switch up. There's no like, oh, I started listening to him at this point, or I was listening to him at this point. It was transparent the whole way through, so you were able to see. So I don't know, like I think that has a lot more value because it adds longevity to you as an artist, and so
people see from nothing to something. And
yeah, and I don't know, it makes them feel like they're on the same page, like they could do that shit too, and you know, you're on the same level. When they see you take a loss and you're not like trying to hide that shit, they're like, hey man, well I fucking lose too, so
yeah,
you know, I feel you, and
they can relate.
Resonate with your music a lot more. The stuff you talk about is very, you know, like normal in the day to day of someone who's just listening to my shit. So.
Average person, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's cool, man. So, I guess next I wanted to talk about the OneWay shirt you're wearing. You know,
yes,
obviously you got your OneWay brand.
Yes, sir. That's the brand, OneWay. And we've been doing it for a while. We started the shirts around the same time we started putting music out officially. So
that's cool, man.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, so what, they can go to the website and get it, or how does that work?
I mean, yeah, right now we're very like scarce on what we got, so everything on the website was kind of like just marked as sold out.
Yeah.
But I'm doing it so that like if you hit me up, I could get you some shit, and we're gonna be rolling out some more stuff on the website soon.
Dope. So
yeah.
all the stuff sold out basically. You just had a little bit left, and you're like, if you really want it, you can come cop it. But you know,
like I want to make it very hand to hand so that people in my area, you know, the audience can continue to
grassroots street shit.
Yeah.
That's dope, bro. Okay, so I know you do a lot of live performances, man.
Yeah.
I've been pretty impressed. You're getting a lot of shows and stuff, and getting your chance to like show your skills on a stage.
Yeah.
Talk about your live performance. Maybe explain a little bit about, you know, your growth as an artist on the stage and how that's been.
It's definitely like been an interesting journey, to say the least. Like, cause I mean I've been performing since I was about 14. I think is when my first performances were.
And how old are you now again?
I'm 20. I'll be 21 next month though.
Okay, you can be out at them bars now, huh?
Yeah, soon enough. But I mean shit. Yeah, it's been what, like 7 years or so that I've been, you know, consistently hitting a stage. I've realized that like there's a lot that I could do to improve my show. Like, not even just performance, but, like, how I'm on stage to the audience. Like, how they can really enjoy the show rather than just me rapping to them type shit.
Right.
So I try to incorporate a lot of that. But I've noticed recently, too, that, like, as I get older, I have to also take care of my body because then I'm not going to be able to perform well enough. I'll be running out of breath sometimes. So.
Got you.
Yeah, it's a learning process still, I see, and it's only going to continue to level up each time. So.
Yeah. So one thing, and this kind of like sparked the interview for me, you know, we talked briefly about this earlier, was you were doing some sort of open mic talent show performance thing.
Yeah.
And you got the Jack Harlow comparison. Why do you think you got that? How do you feel about it? Like, talk to me about that, because
I really don't know, because that's one of the first. I mean, I've gotten that maybe like once or twice before, but it's nothing really that I ever thought of too much, because yeah, I listen to Jack, but I don't really think I make the same kind of music as him. He's from a different area, he has different shit to talk about, so
yeah,
I don't know, maybe it was just the songs that I chose for that day, because they were more like uppity, trappy, like the beats were just fucking bouncy as shit, and I wasn't really like saying too much. It wasn't barsy, but it was still like, you know, enough to, I guess, have that Jackish undertone. But
yeah,
I don't know, he said 818 Jack Harlow, so that made me think that he meant it in its own different way. So,
yeah,
I don't know. I don't know why they made the connection so quick, but that's on them.
yeah.
Like, I don't really know what to say much to that. But shout out Jack Harlow though, because that motherfucker, I've been listening to him since high school. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I think maybe for some people that know your career and that look at his path, you know, people always bring up his photos of what he looked like when he was a kid before, and then now what he looks like.
Yeah.
And then I mean, I'll be real. I look at some of your young photos and look at how you've grown to who you are now, and I'm like, yo, this was a young kid rapper, and now he's becoming a grown man. He's about to be at the bar. He's about to be 21.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be looking the same kind of way. Then you seen those old videos of Jack in like middle school, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Watch, bro. I got some old shit too. Like, if anyone ever finds that and that comes out, you'll see it. Like,
yeah,
it's a fucking major change.
Maybe I was thinking maybe that's where he got the comparisons, just because you're so young, and I mean you're still young, you know.
Yeah, it's very probable. I also think it was because I had curly ass hair that day, like it was just wet as fuck, so it curled, and I was wearing glasses, and so maybe, you know, it just pulled Jack. So
that's funny though, right? You know, you just never know how people are gonna take you or how they see you or what it is, but I mean, you know,
it's just wild. It really is a trip, because like what someone might say is something completely different than someone else might say, and so I don't know, I have to keep that out of my head so I don't think about it too much.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So musically, what's coming up for you, man? Like, what do you have around the corner?
Well, all year continuously I'm going to be dropping on Instagram those freestyles that I'll be doing every Monday, just to make sure that I'm
What is it?
keeping my pen fresh.
It's
and
not
shit.
Motivation Mondays.
It's
Is it?
keep it moving Monday.
Keep it moving
Yes, sir.
Mondays.
Keep it moving is a slogan for the brand, OneWay. So
Yeah.
keep it moving is just what I say like all the fucking time.
Yeah.
And so it just sticks on to everything. So keep it moving Monday. I've been doing these freestyles. I drop them every Monday at 9 a.m. just to, you know, like I said, sharpen the skills and
Yeah.
you know, keep my pen in heavy rotation and my mind thinking of new bars and shit. But music wise, like to my discography, I'm gonna be dropping EPs for the rest of the year too. I'm separating them by like 3 months each so that they come out quarterly.
Got you.
And they're gonna go in part to each other. So I dropped volume 1 about 2 months ago. Volume 2 is gonna be coming out soon, and then so forth and so on.
How many songs on each one, you think?
I don't even know no more. I think really the first one had 5, but the one that I got right now, I'm gonna need to shave it. It has 7 ready, but I don't know if that's an EP.
Yeah.
So
EP
I'm
is
gonna have
5 to
to-
7 songs.
I mean, I think it stops at 6 is when it stops counting it as an EP if you go over that. So I don't want it to drop as like an album, low key.
Yeah.
So I think I don't know. I'll probably shave some songs, but I got a bunch of extra shit that I might throw out on like SoundCloud or something.
Right.
Yeah.
That's cool, man. Yeah, I believe they're supposed to be like traditionally 5 to 7 songs in 30 minutes or less.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Something like that.
Okay, bet. Well, shit. You
But
might
who
see
knows?
7 songs.
Yeah, I don't know what the RIAA and like
Yeah.
all the recording industries require now, but
They got all kinds of rules and different shit. I don't know either, to be honest, but I just know that I'm gonna just continue making songs. Like, I think if I got 7 stacked up for the second one, I don't know how many I could get stacked up for the next one, and I could just like break them into parts and continue to drop more of them and shit. So we'll see what
Yeah.
happens.
so what are the songs about on this next EP? Like what are you talking about?
I think they're very like about my recent or like my now times. They're called the Keep It Moving tapes, Keep It Moving EPs, and like the whole idea behind it is just what I'm going through now, how I'm dealing with it, what this life is bringing at the moment type shit. The beats are very bouncy, so it's nothing really too rapish, but it's also smooth enough for you to like catch the groove into and understand like where I'm at in my life right now. And so I think it's a pivotal moment in my career really with these EPs because it's just going to show like the different directions that I could go versatility wise.
Yeah.
So that's really the whole goal behind it, just to, you know, stretch my legs as an artist and try to do better than my last each time, and we'll see what happens if the people fuck with it, you know, consistently.
Yeah.
Probably grow more people each time I drop. So
Yeah. That's all you can do, bro. You
Yeah.
know? So okay, cool, man. I'm trying to think, is there anything in particular that we didn't talk about that you want to talk about or tell the fans and let people know about your career?
Shit. Well, just said I'm probably gonna be coming out a lot more on my own to do performances or like pop up and stuff. Be on the lookout for that because that's only gonna continue to grow us as a family if we do that together rather than like me inviting you to some shit that I'm doing all the way over here.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm gonna definitely be doing some more shit like that. I got a year anniversary for my album that came out last year coming up in July
Okay.
this month, so probably gonna do some shit for that. And yeah, we'll just see what else I roll out. Like, hopefully motherfuckers is watching enough to wanna see what's coming next and shit.
Yeah, man, I think people are paying attention, man, and I think that you're starting to, the traction is building up, man, you know?
It feels like it sometimes. It's still good to know that I can walk down the street and no one knows me yet, though. Like,
Yeah.
that shit, it makes, like, I don't know how I'm gonna deal with it later on. And,
Yeah.
like, I can't go to the fucking store type shit.
Yeah,
So, I'm grateful for now,
yeah.
for what I got. But we'll see how this shit turns into, man.